Are you ready to dive into the unknown and challenge your perspective? Let's unravel these mind-boggling mysteries together. We'll uncover 5 shocking conspiracies that might actually be true. 5. The government is hiding proof of alien life. The stigma attached to UFOs has changed over the years. In 2021, the Pentagon released a report on UAP's unidentified aerial phenomena, revealing that they've been tracking these mysterious objects for years. What's shocking is that many of these sightings by credible witnesses, pilots, and military personnel remain unexplained. Crafts moving at impossible speeds and performing maneuvers that defy the laws of physics. Then, in 2023, former U.S. Intelligence Officer David Grush testified that the U.S. government has been hiding the existence of alien spacecraft for decades. He claimed that not only had they recovered crashed UFOs, but they'd also found non-human biologics at crash sites. With officials admitting they don't know what these objects are and whistleblowers revealing shocking information under oath, it's hard not to wonder, what's really being kept from the public? 4. The government controls the weather. What if we had the ability to control weather patterns, in the process stopping droughts or hurricanes, or on the flip side, cause them? According to some conspiracy theorists, the government can do just that. The theory suggests that programs like HAARP, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, which studies the ionosphere, could be used to manipulate weather. Here's what makes this theory interesting. HAARP does exist, and while it's officially described as a research program for improving communication systems, some suspect it has far more powerful capabilities. In fact, governments around the world have been studying ways to modify weather for decades. For example, during the Vietnam War, the U.S. used cloud seeding to extend monsoon seasons and disrupt enemy movements. The fact that weather manipulation is possible on some level makes this conspiracy harder to dismiss. 3. The moon landing was staged. This theory needs no explanation. It must be one of the best known out there. So, what are the facts? For one, there are the peculiarities in the photos and videos. Shadows appear to fall in different directions as if multiple light sources were used, something that wouldn't happen if the sun were the only source of light. Then there's the iconic American flag planted on the moon, which appears to ripple in the wind, even though there's no atmosphere or wind on the moon, adding fuel to the fire. Former NASA engineer Bill Kaysing, in his 1976 book, We Never Went to the Moon, suggested that the technology of the time wasn't advanced enough to guarantee a safe landing and return. Kaysing pointed out that in the lead-up to Apollo 11, NASA had a 1 in 10 chance of success, making a fake landing seem plausible to save face on the world stage. And then in 2009, NASA admitted that they had lost the original footage of the moon landing. Peculiar, right? 2. 5G causes health problems. When 5G started rolling out, the internet exploded with claims that it could cause serious health problems like cancer and even contribute to the spread of COVID-19. Sounds extreme, right? But here's why people are still worried. Back in 2011, the World Health Organization classified electromagnetic radiation from wireless devices as possibly carcinogenic, which made people nervous about 5G's higher frequency waves. Unlike older networks, 5G uses millimeter waves that penetrate the skin more deeply, which some argue could have unknown biological effects. In fact, over 250 scientists from 40 different countries signed a petition in 2020, urging the UN to slow down on 5G until more research is done. So, while many experts claim 5G is safe, the lack of definitive research leaves a gap big enough for some serious doubt. 1. The Titanic didn't sink. We all know the story. The RMS Titanic struck an iceberg in 1912 and sank. But what if the ship that went down wasn't the Titanic at all? Some believe it was actually her sister ship, the RMS Olympic, all in a bid to collect insurance money. Here's the reasoning. The Olympic had been damaged in a previous accident and was nearly identical to the Titanic. Some theorists believe the ships were swapped, with the damaged Olympic being sent out under the guise of the Titanic. So, They supposedly sent the Titanic on its fateful voyage, knowing it would sink, to collect the insurance payout. Suspicious? Some point to irregularities. Survivors claim the ship's insurance was increased just before its maiden voyage, and many high-profile passengers canceled their tickets at the last minute, including J.P. Morgan, who owned White Star Line. Morgan withdrew right before the voyage. That's a wrap. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. See you in the next video.